All right, we're going to take a tour through what is honestly one of America's greatest urban treasures, Chicago's lakefront. I mean, this incredible stretch of public parks, beaches, and pathways, it isn't just part of the city. It really is the city's soul. So let's dive in and see how it all came to be. Everything, and I mean everything we're about to see, starts with this one single powerful idea from way back in 1835. Think about that. Long before the giant skyscrapers, before you could even hear the roar of the L train, a group of citizens had this incredible foresight to protect their waterfront. They lobbied, they fought for it, and they won a ruling that would literally shape Chicago for the next 200 years. And that really is the key question, isn't it? This was never just about preserving a nice view. Nope. This was a decision that created a public backyard, a recreational paradise, a space for everyone that would become the absolute soul of Chicago. Let's see how that vision played out. Okay, so our journey starts with the city's main artery of fun and fitness, the Lakefront Trail. You can think of this path as the backbone of all recreation in Chicago, connecting dozens of parks and beaches all along the beautiful shore of Lake Michigan. 18.5 miles. Just let that sink in for a second. That's the full length of this amazing paved path, all dedicated to cycling, jogging, skating, you name it. It's just this massive, continuous greenway that gives you unparalleled access to the lake and, of course, some of the best views of that world-famous skyline you'll ever see. And here's what's so cool. This incredible shoreline wasn't just an accident. It was a deliberate, century-long effort. It all started with that 1835 ruling, was literally built from the rubble of the Great Chicago Fire, and then it was shaped by Daniel Burnham's visionary plan and fiercely protected by citizens like Aaron Montgomery Ward. This was a fight for public space, and the people, well, the people won. The heart of this whole vision really starts downtown, in this massive green space that everyone calls Chicago's front yard. And it truly is a front yard for everyone. I mean, you go there any day of the week, and Grant Park is just buzzing with life. You've got office workers escaping for lunch, tourists staring at Buckingham Fountain, and locals getting their daily run-in. It's a true democratic space. Grant Park kind of offers two different vibes. While the northern part is famous for its beautiful formal gardens, the south end, well, that's an absolute hub for sports. The baseball diamonds, the tennis courts, for the most part, they're first come, first served. It's a place built for just showing up and having fun. Now, up at the northern tip of Grant Park, the space has been totally transformed by these incredible additions that have turned it into a world-famous destination. This is where the park has really leveled up. You have Frank Gehry's unbelievable Pritzker Pavilion for free concerts, a winter ice rink with free admission, and the amazing Maggie Daley Park, which is a 20-acre paradise for kids. They even built a state-of-the-art bike garage, complete with showers for commuters. It's like classic green space meets 21st century genius. All right, let's hop back on the trail and start heading north from downtown. The path just hugs the shoreline, and it feels like every few minutes you find another amazing spot. So just a stone's throw from all those skyscrapers, you hit Ohio Street Beach. Because of the way it faces east, the water is super calm, which makes it a huge favorite for open water swimmers. And right next door, you've got Olive Park, with these great grassy, fenced-in areas perfect for a run, for you, or, your four-legged buddy. And speaking of dogs, if you keep heading north, you will find what is basically dog heaven, Montrose Beach, home of the legendary Mondog. Okay, this is key. This isn't just a beach where dogs are kind of tolerated. It's designed for them. It's the city's only legal off-leash beach, and it's got this huge stretch of sand for them to run and shallow water to splash around in. It just goes to show how Chicago carves out dedicated spaces for every kind of recreation. So our journey north takes us to one of the city's absolute crown jewels, Lincoln Park. And I'm not kidding, this place is so big and has so much to do, you could spend a whole day here and not even scratch the surface. But the park has this pretty wild secret. Before it was a playground, it was actually a cemetery. Yeah. Until the 1860s, this land was filled with the shallow graves of thousands of victims of diseases like cholera. It was actually a public health crisis about contaminated water that pushed the city to move the bodies and create the park we know today, this huge green space for sports and picnics and everything else.
The sheer variety of stuff to see here is just incredible. You can find total peace and quiet at the Alfred Caldwell Lily Pool, spot migratory birds at the Addison Sanctuary, or just wander the nature boardwalk. And oh, of course, there's the iconic Lincoln Park Conservatory and the Lincoln Park Zoo, which is the nation's oldest free public zoo, right smack in the middle of the city.
And the recreation is just as diverse. Get this. Lincoln Park is home to the last 4 public clay tennis courts in all of Chicago. There's an archery range, a lagoon where you can learn to row, and a beautiful 9-hole golf course with just killer lake views. It's a park that seriously has something for every type of athlete. Now, while that 18.5-mile lakefront is the undisputed star of the show, Chicago's dedication to public green space doesn't just stop at the shoreline. It actually goes deep into the city's neighborhoods. This commitment to public space is everywhere. You go to the west side, you've got Garfield Park with its magnificent conservatory. Head down to the south side, Jackson Park has a premier golf course and the peaceful Osaka Garden. These are just a couple examples that prove no matter where you are in Chicago, a place to relax and play is never too far away. You know, Chicago is famous for its architecture, for reaching for the sky. But maybe, just maybe, its most profound achievement isn't vertical at all, but horizontal. It's that preserved, public, vibrant ground that belongs to every single person. It really makes you wonder, what is a city's most valuable asset?